this too often.
Valuable cargo.
7,000 pounds of gold and silver. Wow. We got another crash over here.
Father and son.
Hold on, Colin. Sounds like the wall's coming out.
Hit a snag.
Big mess.
It's gonna take forever to empty.
Pushes everyone.
Whoa, look at the trailer. Completely foobarred.
Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day.
No precipitation. Looking good here. In the neighborhood.
In Toronto, the worst winter storm in decades is finally fading into memory.
It's unbelievable how the weather's been.
Highway moving so much better, and there's absolutely no delay.
Clear skies and clean roads are a welcome change.
Echo 002, traffic moderate volume.
Chipper.
But on the 401, just east of the 400, Sergeant Kerry Schmidt isn't letting down his guard.
It's middle of the day right now. The roads are dry and clear, but it's often on days like this that we get some of the most serious collisions. Sometimes when we have ideal road conditions, drivers become complacent and not have their full attention on driving, and that's when we see the most dramatic crashes.
Just before noon, 401 collectors traffic at Renforth slows to a hard stop.
201 calling Site 4. We've got a truck rollover. Looks like an armored truck. It's currently resting on top of the barrier between the express and collector lanes.
Single vehicle into the guardrail with extensive damage.
You don't get a call like this too often. We have a report of an armored truck involved in a rollover collision into a guardrail. People responsible for that armored truck are concerned about its contents. It is loaded with securities, valuables, precious metals, and so on. Everyone's going to be thinking about the same thing. We've seen pictures in the past where people are out scrambling around, running around, picking up whatever they can find. This could end up being a very volatile and unpredictable type of situation. Wow, yeah, it's sitting right on top of that guardrail. Seeing this armored car on its roof, obviously pretty dramatic. This is the first time I've been to a wreck with this kind of cargo.
What a mess.
What happened?
She was driving, I guess the guy killed him off the ramp.
Okay. That must have been a wild ride for you.
I tried to get control, but it was sliding. Thank God the guardrail stopped me from going into more traffic.
These vehicles, they are huge with a lot of weight. Fortunately, the 3 guards that were inside that truck were not seriously injured.
Before recovery crews tackle the truck, its multi-million-dollar cargo needs to be moved to a second vehicle.
7,000 pounds of gold and silver.
Yeah, gold and silver.
Wow. The visual distraction of this armored car is huge. A lot of people are looking towards the armored car and not necessarily where they're going. It gets a lot of attention when you see an armored car on its side.
Everybody in their phones.
We've got filming. We're gonna get this truck cleaned up and removed as quickly as possible.
Speed is vital.
Let's go.
Because just one distracted driver can turn one into 2.
Get another crash over here. Oh boy.
rubbernecking rear-ended another vehicle.
So another secondary crash happened just beside the scene, and drivers are not paying attention. When drivers take their attention away from driving and end up looking somewhere else, this is what could happen. Looks like he's almost ready to go here.
Before there's any more trouble, the offload crew finishes up.
Keep it safe, thank you very much, and I'm glad no one got hurt. The cargo's all been cleaned out of here.
But until the wreck is off the road, the risk remains high.
The tension is now on the heavy tow operators. Let's get this truck back up on its wheels, and let's get this highway reopened.
Slowly, man. Slow down. Go. Don't be shy. Keep going. Stop. The other side now.
Good. The truck back up on its wheels. Good stuff. Right on. Co-operators did a great job on this. The truck is gone. There was no gold, silver, money, coins anywhere on the highway. Traffic's moving. In the end, it's a good day for everybody.
Everything collectors express clear. Finally.
Traffic is moving really good tonight.
125 miles east, the afternoon is fading into night in Belleville.
Somebody's gonna have to lock the door.
And at the McCaffrey's towing yard,
We're westbound, right?
Westbound, just this side of Marysville, about 3/4 way down the hill.
Okay. So we're gonna-
owner Kim Reed is prepping her crew for a major battle.
We're headed out to the 401 for a tractor trailer rollover in the ditch. They said when we're ready to do the full closure, let them know. We have all hands on deck. Thankfully, I have a phenomenal team. I have full faith in you boys. Back it into the dock in the first lane.
Since she took over the company 5 years ago, Kim has built a strong team of operators.
I'm incredibly lucky. Heavy operators, Jonathan and Jeff, each of them have multiple different skills up their sleeves that are an asset to working out on the road.
Kim's earned the respect of her crew.
I wasn't expecting you to be there.
He probably wasn't expecting to hear a woman's voice either.
Probably not.
But getting respect from other towers and customers has been tougher.
Being a woman in this industry is interesting. Everybody always assumes I don't know what I'm talking about. I've had people several times, can I speak to the owner? Yes, this is she. Can I speak to a man, please? When I run into that, it actually makes me work harder.
Tonight's job will demand hard work and her entire heavy fleet.
I'm sending out both of my heavy wreckers, as well as our emergency response unit is loaded with extra cribbing, extra rigging.
They're heading 10 miles east of Belleville to a stretch of the 401 that the crew knows all too well.
She faced it backwards.
Look at that.
Had a pretty good ride, I'm assuming. Probably needs some new underwear.
The westbound semi lost control and spun 100 guardrail before slamming over.
First thing I see, it's all tangled up in the guardrail and it's kind of sitting on its side. From the back of the trailer, it looks like a really heavy load.
That was my concern. Initial reports are that it's loaded with bottles of shampoo and conditioner.
The weight of the load is a mystery to us. All we know is that it's got various cosmetics in it. So sometimes they can be light, sometimes they can be extremely heavy, and we're not sure exactly what's in there.
So they called in 2 offload teams, 2 more crews for Kim to manage.
We've got some extra helpers, so even if you want to take one of them with you, we can do that too. And you need a light. I am what we call the site supervisor, so everything that happens on the scene of the recovery comes through me. Essentially, I'm the site boss.
Before the recovery can begin, they need to take precautions.
I'll go up and punch that. We're gonna put a hole in this tank so we can pump out the diesel fuel so we have no spillage when we bring this truck over. A little over half.
And they need to clear some room.
The job saw we cut through this.
Okay, so if I have them start taking lengths of this?
Yeah.
Okay. The trailer is laying partially on the guardrail. Albert is removing the section so that the truck can be rolled over. Once it's cleared off, we'll be able to flop these doors open and start the fun stuff.
On a stretch known for crashes, Kim's hoping for a fast offload to minimize her crew's exposure.
Our visibility is decreased, and people don't seem to slow down quite as much at nighttime as they do during the day. Super busy stretch of the 401, as you can see from the traffic driving by us. Tractor trailers are just whizzing by us at 105, 110.
We want to try and get the thing offloaded as fast as possible.
Go ahead, pull it.
But as the doors open up,
Oh man.
their homes are collapsing.
These bottles all came out of their packaging and they're just all over the floor.
It's gonna take forever to empty.
Go ahead, pull it.
On a dangerous stretch of the 401, just east of Belleville,
Oh man.
Kim Reed's plan for a quick offload
This is gonna be an issue.
is falling to pieces.
This is an awkward load.
Is it full? It looks like it's full. They got a lot of work to do.
I know my guys are tired. It's been a really long week. They've been going pretty much nonstop since Monday.
But Kim can't risk leaving the cargo inside.
The main reason we're offloading this is weight. If we make the attempt to roll this over with the trailer already being compromised, we could have a bigger mess.
So, to minimize time in the danger zone, the recovery crew starts rigging while the offload crew is still at work.
We're just looking to chain this axle up to the frame of the trailer. So when we hook onto here to pull down, we don't want this axle to twist down. We want it to bring the trailer with it.
Keep going towards the back.
We'll be on a time crunch here to try and get this thing rolled over and off the highway because the police want this thing opened up as soon as they can.
How's it going up here, boys? Here, I'll go up.
There might be a chance that they don't have to clear out the entire load. But Kim won't know until she can see what's up front.
Stuck. So after the conditioner, we've got like 3 rows of cotton thingy. Awesome. I was rather excited to discover that it was pallets of makeup pads, no weight to them at all.
They should be light enough to remain inside.
Extremely happy with makeup remover cotton thingies. With this discovery, it means we're gonna get out of here a lot sooner. So we have a change of plans. Once the axle's chained up, we'll stop the offload, and then we're gonna roll it, partially loaded.
Just rigging the front. We're gonna put a chain up around the frame, and then we'll run a low line to the truck here, pull the front end down, and then the rear truck will grab the front and the back and bring it all over for us. Okay, that's good.
But as more cargo comes out, Kim's in for another surprise.
Oh, look at the trailer. Completely foobarred.
There's about 6 or 7 members there that have been ripped right through.
It's so compromised that even skids of cotton pads could be too much.
Just so you guys know, the trailer walls are foobarred completely. The rivet's gone. You can see the snow. Ah!
Anybody know what's going on west now?
220 miles southwest,
Yeah, the tanker's gonna ditch.
where the 401 splits off to Highway 402.
Let's rock and roll.
Austin Hutchinson is on a mission.
Headed up the 402 here, just west of Colonel Talbot Road, outside of London. We've got a call here from the OPP for an overturned fuel tanker.
And the Ross Services heavy crew is heading to answer it.
Thing looks to be laying across the entire roadway. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty ugly scene.
This is a big deal. This is not a small job by any means. Anytime that you're dealing with a fuel tanker, obviously it's a little bit more cause for concern.
Just up ahead,
Pretty big mess.
lead off Mike Ross is closing in, along with the newest member of the crew, his nephew Tyler.
I'm excited to go out to my first night wreck.
Tyler's helpful to have around. Another pair of hands is always good.
Okay, buddy.
Tonight, they'll need every pair of hands they can get.
Oh, I knew this would be a bad one. Not a nice place to be today.
The tanker barreled through the median and opposing traffic before rolling across the westbound side of the highway.
This tanker is hurt pretty good. The front corner of this trailer is actually inverted in. It's a pretty clear indication that this unit has taken a very hard hit going into the ditch here.
So first steps, let these guys do their thing and get this thing offloaded for us.
We've got a 53-foot fuel tanker with 49,000 liters of combustible flammable liquid. They've drilled holes into the tank because we need to empty it. Obviously, when you're drilling into metal, there's always an opportunity for spark.
The danger is actually the vapor that comes from the liquid gasoline. They were concerned that there was a significant amount of fumes in the air, that it could be explosive.
Okay.
Crews have pumped out all the gasoline their hoses could reach.
Pull a little extra up through it here, and then we can go across there with our pole.
But that doesn't mean they got it all.
We'll just chuck it across.
When they pump the tanks, there's always some fuel in the bottom somewhere. We won't know until we start pulling on it.
They'll pull with both rotators, trying to ease the tanker up gently and onto its wheels.
Mike's gonna come up on the high side here and kind of control the roll, and I'm gonna start to pull from the bottom side. Pull on that red one, Ty. Start walking with it.
Mike's just slowly going to guide this thing so that it doesn't slam back down the other way.
That's good, Ty. Just let it drop there. Should be good.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready? I'm gonna start leading that tractor.
Okay, good.
You all right, Mike?
Yeah.
All right, watch it. He's coming. Damn it.
That's a lot of fuel there.
A lot of gas.
On Highway 402 at the western edge of London.
Damn it.
That's a lot of fuel there.
As the tanker rolls up, remaining gasoline is leaking out.
Once we started lifting that tank off the ground, the mud was all that was keeping that hole plugged.
Okay, down.
Obviously not an ideal situation, but there's really nothing at this point that we can do about it, so we've got to just get this thing stood up as quickly as possible.
containment measures in place. They dammed up the ditch with dirt because they were kind of expecting it.
Now it's up to Mike's crew to deal with the next step of removing the tanker from the ditch.
That was the easy part, I think, standing it up. Getting it out of the ditch would be the hard part.
It's a fairly steep ditch here. We have to pull the thing backwards and turn it at the same time.
Let's go.
No rest for the wicked. Get my boom put away and get cranking.
Mike's rotator will winch the trailer back, while Austin will guide the tractor around and onto the road.
Okay, awesome.
That front lift axle's yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do something with that.
That's what I mean. We need to be able to see it. Let's shovel some of that dirt away so we can see the asphalt.
Our concern with this is when we bring this thing up over the asphalt that the tires don't grab the asphalt and essentially heel the axle back the opposite way.
Tell Mike to give it a tug. I gotta pull ahead a bit.
And needs to reposition his rotator.
I'll just pull the back end this way a bit. Keep pulling, Mike. I got it now. Throw him, I can clear it. I'm taking. Just hold it, I can get it. Love it. It ended up coming up, and so I just spun the thing once it had clearance under the trailer frame. Good.
It's pretty inspiring seeing how good they work together and how quick they can get jobs done, and that'd be something I'd like to take over one day.
Okay, we're ready to roll. Another happy customer.
How's it going?
Last hookup, and then we're ready to go.
Back east of Belleville.
Okay, so I'll call them and tell them they can start prepping for the 2 lanes. Okay.
Yep.
Kim's crew has finished the partial offload and is shoring up the rigging.
Just so you guys know, the trailer walls are completely. This one's completely. This one's. And I think this one's. See? You're totally compromised here.
But they're betting that despite the damage, they can lift the trailer with the front portion of cargo still inside.
You have to some angle iron. Yeah, angle iron in there. Put an angle brace across it and try to reinforce the corner of the trailer.
And they'll have some room to work.
Okay, we have both lanes. The goal is to have it closed for the least amount of time as possible. Boys are just getting into position, and we'll hook our lines up and roll this over.
With one wrecker pulling on the trailer and the second pulling the tractor, they'll work in unison to roll both units at once.
Make sure everything's groovy over there.
We're doubling up our lines with snatch blocks to double up the pulling power we have. We always want to over-rig our jobs.
Right back up high. We have to make sure that angle iron stays in too.
We'll find out the hard way, right, if it doesn't work?
Absolutely.
There's lots of unknowns. You don't know how the load is going to shift. Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Hey, everybody else out of the way, please.
If the wall does decide to give out, we're going to be here all night cleaning this thing up. Me and Jeff are in eyesight of each other for this rollover. We're trying to do everything in sync as much as possible to try and not put too much load on one truck or the other.
Pull your other line a little tight, John. You got it.
Keep going.
Coming. Slowly, but she's coming.
On the 401 near Salmon River, Kim Reed's crew is about to find out if the trailer will hold.
Keep going. Oh. We're good there.
And if their gamble will pay off.
Keep going.
Okay. No more on the top one, Johnny.
Yep.
All right, I'm done. We're gonna unrig and get out of here.
Came down nice and smooth.
It came down very well. You guys all hooked up?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Good work, boys. Let's get the hell out of here. Tonight was an incredible recovery. Everybody coming together, knowing their job and working really well as a team.
Cam might still have to fight for respect in her industry, but there's no respect lacking in her crew.
She's been good to me. As far as I can see, she's been good to everyone.
I hope that my employees know that I value them. You know, I'm incredibly, incredibly lucky. If I didn't have the team that I have working for me, I wouldn't be able to do this.
We are rolling.
And Gary Vandenpoel is leading the way to a big scene.
Colin and I got a call from the Ontario Provincial Police. We've got a tractor trailer rolled over on the center median of 402. It's actually wheels up on the trailer.
It's not the first time he and his son Colin have faced a semi on its route.
So everyone's kind of everywhere today. Today's one of those days. This one definitely brings back memories.
Hold up, call. Hold it. Hands up.
That was close. It didn't go that well, so we're just going to be a little bit more cautious with this one and make sure that we take our time and watch how this comes over. We now have the tools in place and we have the ideas in place to do this safely. Definitely want to put those into play today. Yeah, these trailers, when the wheels are up like that, don't come across it very often. So it'll be a good learning experience for them.
As they roll up on the westbound side, just before Watford, it's clear that this lesson
Looks like fun.
will be a tough one.
This wreck, I obviously lost control in the conditions, and he jackknifed, went around. It actually split the tractor and trailer from each other.
Yeah, it's a big mess.
This is a pretty wild scene. I've never seen a trailer folded over like this. It's completely destroyed.
I wonder if it's gonna hold together. Yeah, I don't know about this one, if it'll stay together or not. Said it was an empty trailer, but that's got racks on it. That changes the game, right? Full of racks?
Yeah, but they're empty.
Yeah, still, racks can push up about 10,000 pounds, so the rack was sharp, came right through the roof.
That kind of changes the game. We were told this was an empty trailer.
Okay, what's the plan? What are you thinking?
So we're gonna want to get that truck out of the way first,
okay,
and then flip the two trucks around, get them facing the opposite way there.
With Colin now poised to head up the rookie heavy crew, Gary needs to test his leadership and decision-making.
Okay, what if we rotate it around, get it to roll to its side, slide it around, and then we can back the other truck in behind it?
Well, we'll get this tractor out of the way first. We'll figure out what we've got. Yeah, all right.
The new ops aren't on call today, but Gary will stand back and see how Colin takes control.
So the plan right now is we're gonna get this truck out of the way. We're just gonna drag it down into the center of the ditch so that when it comes back over, it doesn't wanna rock and fall on its other side. That would make for a really bad day. Don't have much space to work with on this one. I really have to be mindful of where the trailer is, because if we get the truck too close to the trailer, we're gonna be in a really bad situation.
I'm curious, Colin set it up a certain way here. He wants to slide it down first and then roll it, so we'll see if it works or not. I'm interested to see how it goes. It might come over. It's gonna come over.
What I see.
It's not fully on level ground, but Colin's managed to prevent the tractor from toppling the other way.
Now that it's on its wheels, we're gonna grab the rear of the truck and we're gonna try to slide it up and out of the ditch.
The truck is still leaning off the slope.
Watch yourself. It's gonna fight a little bit.
And that's causing a new snag.
Come on.
Hit the bottom.
As we're pulling it here, it's actually digging into the mud.
Today is a test of Colin's leadership.
Can I suggest we re-rig?
Yeah, I guess.
But the job is also testing how well Gary can let him lead.
Re-rig there, see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
If not, we'll go a little lower yet.
I do feel bad knowing that Colin's trying to make those decisions. He's doing the best that he can, but sometimes I just need to get in there and say, hey, let me give you this little tip.
Ready?
There we go.
It's coming around. 1 foot on that frame has made the difference, right?
Yeah, I always say it's about the rigging.
Yeah.
There for a second. I'm liking this. Making big stuff move today.
We're just gonna pull that truck around real quick. Get it out of the way.
It's nice to have the truck up and out onto the road. We still have a long way to go before this recovery's done.
Taking a look at that. Quite a bow in this wall. It's going to be interesting to see if this thing holds together.
The signs don't look good.
No structure left on this trailer. There's definitely a nervousness doing a recovery like this because there's so much damage. We could pull right through the sidewall of this trailer and then it's just game over. Big mess.
We've got all those holes in the roof.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to rip the strap open as we're uprighting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll lose the whole trailer, so.
Yeah.
Just east of Watford, on the westbound 402.
Get a hammer, we'll tap them all down into place. Just try and take away the sharp edges if we can.
Yeah.
Gary and Colin are rigging up for a delicate pull on the hard-hit trailer.
Racks inside the trailer actually punch through the roof. This has exposed a lot of sharp metal. You touch it with a strap, it's just gonna blow it right apart.
All right, well, let's see what it does when it comes up.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Hoping it's gonna work the way we want it to here, where we're gonna be able to swing her around here and it'll lie down on its side.
Yep.
My plan is to roll this right where it sits in the ditch because I can set the truck up and just pull this thing right over.
Okay.
You in agreement? That'll work? That was your plan?
I think so.
The only problem you'll have if we roll it there is then trying to get the silly thing around. Those landing gear is gonna
Well, the landing gear's already screwed anyways.
So it's gonna fight us though?
Yeah.
My dad has a different idea. He wants to bring it around and then roll it so that it comes up closer to the roadway. And this makes a little bit more sense because if we roll it where it is, we're gonna have to fight to get the front of the trailer up onto the roadway.
If we get the landing gear close, then we can use the rotator to physically pick it up.
Yeah.
If it's that far out,
Be a bit of a problem.
then it might be a bit of a problem.
Yep. Okay.
So the new leader will go along with the veteran's plan and swing the trailer around before uprighting it.
Here, you can hold on.
On jobs like these, Colin and I sometimes go back and forth. We have different views.
Okay.
We hash it out, and that's part of the game, and that's part of what we do.
Okay, guys, we're gonna start pulling on it. Let me know if you see something you don't like over there.
She's a little biffed. She might not hold together, so.
If this doesn't come together right, it's going to make it a much longer day.
Hopefully that's enough.
Definitely nerve-wracking, splits wide open, and we've got a huge mess on our hands.
Well, it looks like it's gonna bring itself over on its own.
How's the roof holding?
Looking good.
Floating a little bit.
Just gonna start digging into that corner there.
Everything's moving in there now.
This trailer's making an awful lot of noise as we're bringing it around. The walls on the trailer are moving, the load's shifting.
Take it slow, I'm just watching because now it's wanting to go back the other way.
Okay.
We may have to choose to roll it real soon.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Just another one of the units settling.
With these racks and with no structural integrity, this is going to be a fight.
Gary? Yeah?
That wall's really starting to bow.
What's coming out?
The wall.
Hold on, Colin. Okay. Sounds like the wall's coming out.
Gary?
Yeah?
That wall's really starting to bow.
On the 402, east of Sarnia.
Hold on, Colin. Okay.
Gary's plan to swing around the battered trailer is a miss.
There is nothing left in integrity there.
Things are moving around too much inside, so we're going to have to stop.
The heavy racks are pushing too hard against the compromised wall.
The problem we got is there's a lot of weight in this thing.
Yeah, I know.
There's an awful lot of weight in those.
We've got roughly about 10,000 pounds worth of load on this trailer. Let's take these out of the way if we can. Yeah, we can get them right out. Yeah. So we pull 3 of these out. That's probably about 1,200 pounds. They're heavier than they look. They're a lot heavier than they look.
Just want to lighten the load just enough that hopefully the wall can take that.
Yeah, I'm just worried though that...
But with 2 leaders on scene, deciding how to position the remaining racks is a source of debate.
Want to pull the other one just down, one more down, and then we'll set them as close to the bottom of the floor.
I'm not thinking we should pull too many down. And
so you want to pull one more?
I guess, yeah, we'll get one more pulled out.
Out or just down?
I don't know, you keep changing it, sorry. Where everything is sitting right now seems to be a good spot. My dad wants to lower them, put them up against the lower wall. My only fear with that is that's a lot of weight on one side.
Which one do you want to do? Whatever one you want.
You want to do out or down?
You tell me.
You're the one who came up with this plan.
One more.
But this time, Gary will go with Colin's decision.
Lift that door a bit.
Yeah. Next stage of this recovery is getting this trailer upright. So we're just running a couple low lines off the stiff lag and a couple high lines off the truck. And that should hopefully give us what we need. You let it down a little bit.
Colin moves his rigging to compensate for the weight.
Bit more. Okay.
He made the decision where he had his strapping, and we'll see if it works.
Okay, you ready, Colin?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Watch underneath that bottom. Get some on this red one. Okay, that's it, that's it. That's it, Colin?
Yeah.
Come on, roll over you. I get a little nervous. It's either gonna make it or break it.
There goes the weight. That's what we like. Okay, Colin, keep her going now. You got it. There we are. Oh, I like that.
That's how you land a loaded trailer.
That's a high five.
Nice. Everything's actually intact, pretty good too. It's squared itself back up, which is a nice thing. This is a huge relief for us.
Were you nervous?
Oh, I wasn't expecting the wall to stay, but I was happy when it did.
Colin had to operate 4 lines, and you don't know until you start operating how things are going to react. That's a pretty tough thing to do, to keep this all together and make sure you don't pull too hard or too light on one piece, because it could be the difference between uprighting it or it crashing together.
Yeah, good job.
I knew he could do it.
It's a good day. It's a good day when you get a truck over and keep her going down the road.
Beautiful.
I'm 36 years into towing. I've developed my skill set, but Colin has to do that for himself as well, to make decisions on his own, some good, some bad, and he's going to learn through that process.
As long as his father can give him the room.
My dad's been stepping back more and more and giving me more control on the wrecks. So I really want to be able to take that on and run with it. It's a good day.
Next time on Heavy Western 401.
And we don't want to have to reposition.
Rookie team
It will.
ends up in a bind.
So you're right in the lane.
Husband and wife
Something broken out, would be in trouble.
feel the pressure.
I just don't like this one bundle. Oh.
In the